Hey guys, on this episode, we got Stu and Joe back again, and we're trying to dial in on a time in Nard that is like not that well known, and that's it's kind of the era of like 87 to 92. So we're gonna call some people and try to dial into that era. If you want to support this show, please like, rate, review, subscribe, spread the word, which is the most important thing. You know, like if you see a post about it, share it on social media, so forth. If you want to go the extra mile, you can go to patreon.com/185 miles south and become a Patreon. You can also go to paypal.me/185 miles south if you want to support that way. And that's it. I appreciate all the help and the support. And let's do this. NARDCORE 87 to 92.
"185 Miles South", a hardcore punk rock podcast.
All right, everyone. On this episode of 185 Miles South, we are trying to document, I don't want to say the dark years because that could be disrespectful to people that it was like important to them, right? But we'll say the dark years in terms of information being out there.
And show locations.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll get into on all that. So what we want to do is we want to nail down what was happening in the NARDCORE scene between 1987 and 1992. And let me, so from doing a bunch of interviews with people, what I've pieced together so far is basically around 87. Mm-hmm. This is when, and again, you guys jump in and correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, let me introduce. Right now we got Stu from Omega Point, and we got the legend Joe Rivas from Burning Dog, Out of Trust, Dignity. Yeah. Every band.
Ill Repute. Vermicious Canids.
Ill Repute.
Vermicious Canids.
But anyway,
Spontaneous Mental Confusion.
How about that?
So okay, my favorite.
Okay, so in 87, Ill Repute goes on hiatus. Both Carl and Tony have kids, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Stalling 13 is going metal, and like some people are leaving the band. I think it goes down to just Ron and Larry.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. No is raging, but it's full on metal. This Island Earth is 86, so 87 they're getting ready to do Wreckage and Flesh.
Wreckage and Flesh, the Metal Blade record.
Yeah. Yes, it's that era, and then Aggression is like, I don't know. We don't know exactly what year they moved to Colorado, but they moved to Colorado right around this time.
Right around then.
And we're talking the whole band.
The whole band.
Yeah. The band goes to Colorado.
Wow.
So
to Denver.
Yeah, and then also like the Oxnard Community Center like stops doing shows, and just shows get more and more sporadic. So what we're gonna do on this episode is we're gonna call a bunch of people that were around during the time, and we have Joe Rivas here, and we're gonna try to piece together like this piece of history like in these years. And also, okay, so I want to talk about the tail end coming out of it. Again, from interviewing and talking to everyone, which is like the purpose of this podcast is like, you know, like nailing down some history and also having fun. Okay, so coming out of it, we know that by late 91, there's shows again in Ventura at the Mayfair Theater, like semi-regularly.
And Moggs. 91.
And Moggs. Okay, so we're out of it by then. So we're saying sometime in 87 to late 91 or 92. So it's a 4-year stretch of it being like not a lot of consistent shows.
Ish.
So that's what we're going to narrow down.
Well, for people that still live in the area and probably are around my age, where are these locations? Because I know Moggs is...
it's Nickelbee's.
It's on Nickelbee's or like Hollywood Fitness, which is right by the Goodwill on Main Street.
Upstairs from the Goodwill.
Right, upstairs from the Goodwill on Main Street. That's Moggs.
Okay.
Where was Mayfair?
And then the Mayfair
Theater was on the corner of Oh shit!
It's just a little.
It's
a little west of the Ventura Theater.
Ash and Santa Clara.
Okay.
Or
Now
a little
it's an
east of
apartment
Ventura
building now, and it was a pussy. It was the Pussycat Theater.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
in the 70s and early 80s.
That was a porn
And it was
theater.
It was a porn theater.
It was and it was a Mayfair Theater, and then called the Insomniac.
Well, it was the Insomniac first because it was a coffee shop
Okay.
in a
a
different
great name.
location.
Okay.
And then they took over that building
Okay.
and kept the coffee shop going there. But it just kind of became the Mayfair because it was the Mayfair Theater in the 20s or whenever that thing was built. So that's
Okay.
what they just called it.
Cool.
Or they called it the Pussycat Theater, one or the other. But
No Effects played there.
NoFX played there. Green Day played there.
Okay.
A lot of big bands.
The Brandon Cruz band played there.
Good.
There's a Pennywise video.
On that VHS they did in the 90s.
Yeah,
It's there.
that's got a big. There's like a bunch of skate. There's a skate. We built a skate ramp in the middle of the floor,
Oh, sick.
and people were skating. And that was actually a coup d'etat show that we got Pennywise to open. Well, they didn't open. They were like the supporting act because nobody knew
For
who they
coup
were
d'etat.
yet. Yeah, for coup d'etat. Oh, shit. Davi will probably talk about that later, but yeah. So I just want to throw it out. Eddie was doing shows starting in '89 at the El Tapatio and the El Fiesta,
Okay.
but those were few and far between. So
Okay. And when you say few and far between, you mean
once every couple months.
that's still pretty good if you're getting shows every couple months.
Yeah. Which NoFX played there.
And
as
big
well.
shows, yeah.
And
exactly.
Jawbreaker.
Okay.
And
So I think
That
that's.
Jawbreaker Jawbox show with Foodie. Or is that another show?
that's a different show.
Okay.
I think Joe should have jumped in earlier because now I think everything I said was wrong.
No. You're right because it was sparse.
Yeah, but
And there were very, very, very few bands here.
Okay. All right.
That's
well,
the other catch, or at least playing punk rock
yeah.
or hardcore.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into it all. This episode. Let's hit it.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your tuchus. All right. What do you guys think? Should we? You want to call Davi first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Hello,
Is this Davi?
this is Davi.
Hey, Davi.
Sespi Gorilla.
You're on the pod with me. I'm Zach. We got Stu from Omega Point.
Yep.
And we have the legend, your younger brother, Joe Rivas.
Hi.
Yeah, here's a legend. Hi, Joe. What's going on, boys? What's happening?
Okay.
Nothing.
First off,
Okay.
we're gonna start this legend thing, right? We're gonna stop this right now.
All right.
These guys that we're gonna call here tonight, including my brother here, are the legends to me. So
Sick.
I'm just straightening history out right now.
Well, there can be more than one legend.
Okay, fucking God.
Because Jeff Hanneman is a legend, and so is Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
So come on. Davi, who's more handsome, John Faniff or Joe Rivas?
Oh, Faniff. I'm gonna say Faniff.
Okay, wait. Like 1984 John Faniff, Joe Rivas, or like
I think we should go prime versus prime, which is Joe Rivas 2019, and I don't know what John Faniff's prime was. He looks pretty good still.
I say like nine. I have a photo of him from like 91.
dude, my baby brother's good looking motherfucker, but John Faniff, dude,
He's the captain of the
Dude, he
ship.
dude, yeah.
Yeah?
He's the pirate
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah? He's the best looking NARDCORE guy ever, huh?
Yeah.
It's been settled.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Scott Morris. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Bass player in False Confession.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And who's the ugliest guy in Nard? How much time you got, buddy? No, we won't go there. We won't go there.
Like a lot.
We won't go there. All right. So, Joe, let's introduce Davi.
Davi Rivas. He is my older brother by 14 months. We're super close. We're still super close. He our dad started us playing music pretty young. But he took it way more serious than I did earlier than I did. And he started playing in a band. BSOD was 85 stuff.
80, 87, probably 86, 87.
86? Okay, we'll say 86. They're looking at this chart that I made.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so
might be slightly
let's
off,
jump in because this is crazy. So
Yeah,
if we
85 80 to 87
if
says
we
here.
yeah, but we just got set straight. It's 86, 87.
Oh shit.
All right. So the crazy thing about this band is all these dudes are still around,
Yeah.
right? So if Bad Sense of Direction, BSOD, is 86, 87, you still have Rob Calvert that comes around, goes to shows. You have the singer Clench Fist. Pika, drummer Clench Fist.
Saw him the other night.
Yeah. And yeah, I saw him
Not the
other
drummer
night.
of Clench Fist. Donovan's the drummer.
Donovan's the drummer. Pika's
He
the
was the
drummer.
drummer of FAY
FAY, my bad.
and Thaw Festival and tons of other bands.
Yeah.
Boilerman. And,
Yeah, his discography made it 2 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Davi's.
And then we got Forrest also, still around in Outer Trust. And Davi, whose fucking discography is insane. So, so let's talk about Bad Sense of Direction is your first band. And
So yeah,
and how old are you when you start? How old are you in 1986?
86, I'm 16.
Okay.
So yeah, in high school, all of us kind of got turned on to the scene by older guys, in our orbit. I grew up with a guy named Tracy Brooks, who had an older cousin, David Brooks, who was in with all the Wainimi crowd. I was in the scouting program when I was when I was a teenager, and through scouting I hooked up with a guy named Chuck Furness, and he was down with all the old school Ill Repute crowd from Fort Wainimi, and he turned me on to tape. Ill Repute, Aggression, the Big Four, that kind of stuff, and that's how we all kind of got started. And then sometime, I don't know, around 86 or so, we the South Oxnard crew, me and my brother, the Winsteads, hooked up with Pika and Forrest. And
that Wainimi crew, yeah.
And that Wainimi crew.
Justin Floyd, all those guys.
And I remember that, I don't know, we were rolling around in Tracy's truck, and that's like the first time we met Pika and Forrest too. And then Forrest and I were sitting in the back of the truck, and Pika was in the cab with Tracy and somebody else. And next thing I know, we're at Mike Pepper's house, and someone hands me a bass, and I've been playing guitar and playing bass in band in junior high school. And I think we were playing like Intense Energy or something like that. And next thing I know, we're playing the whole damn Don't Be Mistaken album. And me, Pika, Rob, and Forrest, that kind of just settled. That was like a unit right there.
That's sick.
Yeah, and that's the band.
Yeah. 87, something like that. And that's I guess that's how we all kicked off.
Cool. And then do you remember your first show or any of the first early shows of
We played
the band?
once we got together. We're kind of like, we had another guitar player who was jamming with us, Mike Pepper. And we played a couple of parties, a couple of practice parties. People come over and watch us jam and shit, and bring beer and whatever.
Yeah.
But the first like major thing that we did as a unit was the Big Bad Simone Garage Party in Port Wainimi.
Okay.
It was supposed to be BSOD, another band from Wainimi called Disordered Youth, DY, and we invited out some guys from Ventura, Leviticus and Irony, and there were some other punk hardcore bands playing, you know, in the area at the time. And it was a big monster show at Pika's grandma's house in her garage.
Yeah.
Pika kind of lived in the garage.
Are you doing open door garage, or everyone inside it?
Closed door.
Everyone inside. It's Guanini. We gotta watch out.
There was a side normal door.
Okay.
You know, to walk.
So
through
people are spilling out to the backyard.
to the front yard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, big party. All the Guanini guys show up. A bunch of Samoans show up. We were down with some Piru Bloods. They showed up, and then all the Ventura guys showed up. And we kind of had like a tentative connection with those guys: John Cody, Pat Cody, Scotty Porcho, Wes Miller, friends, Aaron Abel, of course. You know, friends we knew from shows or mutual girlfriends or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Brought these guys out, and, you know, it was kind of like a big deal. You know, it was like everybody was at this
garage party.
Yeah, so it's a Ranger. So you think like, what, 80 people? 60 people?
Yeah.
80, 100, I don't know. It
In a
was
garage,
so
it's
many
like
people.
so small.
crazy.
Yeah.
People were in the rafters.
Yeah.
Like sitting up, and I was sitting up in the rafters.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It was ridiculously packed, and then tons of people outside too.
Yeah.
That couldn't get inside.
Yeah. So are all 4 bands able to play? No cops come?
No.
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 Not even. In addition to all those people, we had another friend named Dave Jessen, former member of AFU, who briefly played guitar in Aggression, and he brought Henry and Mark with him. And we were playing a couple of Aggression covers, and so that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of thought they would show up because I guess Henry's mother shared a fence with Forrest's backyard, something like that. Whatever. So there's all kinds of people there, and it was, you know, kind of a tense situation because it was, I don't know, it was like an amalgamation of everything that Oxnard and Ventura have to offer. You know what I mean? As far as people going to shows, and our band BOCD, we played a really, really fast set, 6-7 songs, and it was lightning speed, and it was great.
What'd you guys sound like? Influence-wise, I'd say.
Oh, a lot. I guess kind of like a cross between Aggression and Ill Repute.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we were straight Oxnard, Guanini kind of punk. You know.
So you were fucking awesome.
Basically.
Yeah. It's fast and aggressive and
pissed.
You know, we never recorded anything. Never. There was a videotape around for a while, but I think it got dubbed over.
Yeah.
you know how it goes.
Sick band name though.
So we play, and it was great, and it was like, for me, it was a great moment. We played our first song. I think it was the song we had called "Bad Individual." You know, typical punk kind of title.
Hell yeah.
Hard.
And, we play the song, and there's fucking Samoans and Mexicans and Filipinos and fucking skinheads. Everybody's just, it's crazy pit in Pika's garage. The beer's flying everywhere, and it's fucking great. And we finished that first song, and everybody's just standing there in front of us, puffing and puffing, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this again, man. Let's do another song. You know, I want to fucking do this forever. You know, I want to keep doing this. And I don't know, it was like a kind of come up in the punk scene, and you pick up an instrument, and you pal around with some guys you don't know, and you make some music, and hey, is this good? I don't know, whatever. But then you get in front of some people and you play it, and they fucking love it, and it's like validation, you know. And you're a teenager, and that's kind of important.
Yeah. And then you get
it's not kind of important. It's really important, you know. And you know, I've heard the question come up about your proudest punk rock moment. I have to say, you know, 17 years old, that the Simone's Garage Party, that was my most fond punk rock moment. You know,
That's rad.
all of us together, all my friends, having a good time, and then the cops came.
Yeah, so it's just your band got to play?
Yeah, we played, and then
I think DY got to play.
another band called Disordered Youth, the band that both Pika and I would eventually play. And actually, Pika was going to play bass in that band at that time, and he and I were going to trade off songs that night, and they played one song.
Yeah.
And Wainimi PD showed up and shut it all down. No one went to jail. Amazingly, they just made everybody go home. It was a Herculean effort because there was like Joe said, there was 100 people out there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But it's great because there was that like I said, that you know, that personal validation moment, and then just like the really first time we got to like hook up with all the Ventura guys, who we're also friends with now. Scott Porcho, Top Cody, Wes Miller, Drew Klein, all those guys. You know, that old Irony Leviticus crowd. You know, it was kind of nice, you know, doing our little bit to help fill the breach between Oxnard and Ventura. You know. Cool.
Yeah. Do you guys play more shows?
No, I think we might have played a couple of backyard parties, but then Pika ended up going to Virginia.
Okay.
And I stepped in permanently with Disordered Youth on bass. Forrest played guitar in VO City. Rob, you know, on the vocals. Hooked up with a bass player named Mike Schmeeken, and we put together a group, punk style, called Fallen Fate.
Yeah, but you joined Disordered Youth in between the two, correct?
Yeah. Well, we put it together because we didn't have you know, with Pika gone, we didn't really have a band anymore. You know, we didn't have a drummer.
Right.
So Rob jumped in on drums. We got Mike Schmeeken to play bass, and I sang. And you know, we wrote a bunch of songs, and we didn't record anything. It didn't play out. Just trying to, you know, keep our thing going, our friend thing going. You know, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Solemn Fate is basically the next version of BSOD, but we jumped over your time in Disordered Youth. So
no, it's all happening at the same time.
They're overlapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in both bands.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So DY, myself, Gabe Sosa on guitar, Stephen Busher on drums, and then Sean Woodrick was the vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
This band kind of got a pull on the thread of AFU.
Okay.
So AFU, after NARDCORE album day, right?
Yep.
Most of the members become a band called Red Run.
Okay.
Right, and then that band breaks up and reforms as Second Thought with a bass player named Richard Watanabe, right, who would eventually be like the catalyst to form DY. Right.
Okay.
Richard is the guy who the song Changes is about. By the way, the Burning Dog song Changes, it's actually a DY song that
Great song.
covered by Changes. It's about Richard.
Yeah,
Written by Sean Woodrick.
Yeah.
So Richard forms a group with a guy named Mike Lavelli, who most people know as Spivey. In South Oxnard, they're called Distrust. And Spivey leaves the band, and they get Sean Woodrick. Woodrick and Richard were pals at Wainimi High School. That kind of solidified the lineup for DY. Richard went off to the Air Force, as made famous by the song, and left the spot open for Pika first. Pika went in and did a demo with the band, with DY, and then Pika left the band, and then I joined, and I played with the band for a couple of years. Did a lot of shows locally. kind of just like a regional thing, no tours, and no, I didn't record anything with DY either.
Okay, so what are shows like? So you're in DY in 87, 88, correct?
Yeah.
Around that time. And so is it mostly just house parties?
At that time, mostly just house parties. But like I said, we were playing out. We did a show in the Valley at the Country Club.
Okay.
The Chuck Lyons Country Club, Rosita.
Yeah.
Now, that was with Half Off and Gherkin Rocket.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Gherkin Rocket was a rock band from Orange County, punk rock band from Orange County. That was Mutant Boy from who eventually played in the Vandals.
Oh, okay.
And they were good. They were real good. And then Hop Off. They headlined. They were great. They crushed it. That was a good show. That was my first experience to pay to play.
Oh, the Country Club was pay to play, huh?
Yeah.
Some shows.
Yeah. And that was probably 89.
Okay.
And I'd read about it, heard about it. That was our first experience with it.
Yeah.
That was cool. Another cool show we played up in Napa Valley. Crazy up in Napa Valley. We drove up there for one show. We played with Isocracy. You know who they are?
Yeah. They get mentioned.
Mob IV.
Yeah, they get mentioned in all the the Gilman type documentary stuff.
So their thing was they'd throw out all kinds of trash, just big trash with them. They just throw it out in the show, out in the crowd and everything while they played. And that was kind of cool. Yeah. So the Bay Area, and then us, we opened up the show DY, and then it was like a local metal kind of band.
Yeah.
Called Prophecy.
Okay.
And we got in a big fight with them. That didn't work out well.
When you were hitting the dude, was he going, ah?
No, but it was we had to fight the whole crowd, and it was not. I mean, it was a one Amy band, DY. It was cool.
Yeah.
But,
So
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
So I want to keep plugging through the discography, but also what I want to do is I'm trying to nail down what the Nardcore scene was like between 1987 and 91. 87 and 91.
We should have started there. So 86, 87.
Well, we're right in the meat of it because we're through 88 with Disordered Youth, right? And Solemn Fate goes all the way to 89.
Yeah, but so when Joe and I got in the scene, the late 80s, it was going off in Oxnard.
Okay.
A lot of people, they have different memories, but there were shows going off at the One Amy Skate Palace,
okay,
Oxnard Community Center, and then backyard parties all the time. There were people still active. Aggression was still active. Dr. No was still active. Stalag was doing they did their little metal thing. That was kind of fun. Like I said, Second Thought, Irony and Leviticus from Ventura were playing out. There's a band out there that was just starting up called Narthic Structure that was playing.
Okay.
There's a band from the Strand called Global Warning.
Okay.
Global Warning. Paul Shin and Randy Miller were in that band.
But by 88,
it's all the local bands. It's there's a lot of local shit going on at the time.
Yeah.
And eventually, so the band I was playing in DY, we kind of there's a change. In the late 80s, Jane's Addiction came out.
Yeah.
And that was an influence on a lot of local groups, and DY included. And we started to slow things down and write more of that, street rock, Jane's Addiction kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Funkier stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say
eventually that band changed their name to Tripmaster Monkey.
Yeah.
After that book by Was it after the book? Did you guys name it after that?
What's that?
Who knows where Sean got it from?
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah,
What's the book?
I don't know.
By some author named Maxine something. I forget, but
Probably.
yeah,
Because it was.
it's a pretty specific name.
Yeah. And it's a
There was also
it's a hallucinogenic type.
Oh, well, there you
so
go. Yeah.
That makes sense why Sean was into that at that time. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So, like I mentioned, late '80s, it's Skate Palace, Oxnard Community Center. I think Fred Hammer talked about the very last show at Oxnard Community Center. I think it was like 1988. Gresham and Dr. No.
Earlier than that, but
Every I don't know.
I mean, it could have been early
I was
'88.
a senior in high school when that show happened. That was '88.
When was the Uniform Choice show?
That would be like '86, '87.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like '87.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but community center is done by '88. So where do the shows move? Because Skate Palace is not doing shows all the time, right? They're doing like maybe a couple a year.
I think that the same people that were doing the shows at the community center were the ones that were doing it at the Skate Palace.
So it's done at the
So
same time.
when they left the scene, it was all done. Yeah.
Yes.
There was really so what was left. There was a little venue on Saviors called the Philippine Hut.
Okay.
I think it's called Los Comateros.
Los Compadres.
It's Los
now.
Compadres.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. That's the same space, but it was called the Philippine Hut back in the day, and they had some shows there.
Okay.
Two or three.
There was a place on Camarillo Airport, the Officers Club, the O Club.
I forgot the O Club.
Yeah.
There was a couple.
What time does that start going?
There was
That's
only
about
one show there.
1987, 88. I think. Yeah, there was only one show there. A couple local. Who's it? I think Primeval played, and Dark Carnival was a yeah. A metal band from Irony of Leviticus played. Yeah.
Corrosion and Corrosion of Conformity in 7 seconds, but one of the two didn't play because they didn't make it in time.
Yeah.
That was the bill.
Fuck.
But I can't remember who
Corrosion-
it was because I didn't go.
Do you remember?
Because I was.
Do you remember COC playing at 12 Inch Fun?
No.
What is that place?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
12 Inch Fun was a record store on Main Street that became Wild Planet. It was the owner, Peter, just moved across the street and
Gotcha.
into a bigger store and called it Wild Planet.
So COC played there what year?
86.
86.
Okay.
Yeah. Gresham
Gotcha.
played there as well. A bunch of bands would play because he was in. Do you know where the Xander Hallway is?
Okay.
In downtown Ventura.
Sure.
He was at the very,
at the very back, yeah.
end of
Okay.
that thing.
Okay, so we think community center is gone by '88, and the Skate Palace, the same people, so they stopped doing shows. Do you think the Filipino Hall? What are we calling it? Filipino Hut.
Philippine Hut.
Okay,
No,
that's '88.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening? Like, what is going on other than that? Like, it's just house shows, though, right?
yeah.
Or are you guys going to Santa Barbara? Is Santa Barbara still going? Like, are you able to get up there and play shows?
The Anaconda was doing shows, stuff like that. The Red Barn. But again, those were few and far between.
Yeah. Yeah. So Goleta Community Center is not doing a show every few months.
No.
Costa de la Raza is not doing a show every few months.
No, none.
Okay. So yeah, it's mostly house shows, and then like you're dipping your toes into having to go out to LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There at that time, I think like the Ventura Theater, was starting to have bands. I remember Irony opening up for Social D.
Okay.
Sometime like 87, 88, right around that time. That was like the first time I remember, a punk band playing at the Ventura Theater.
Yeah.
But as you say, 87, 88, shit just went dark.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of places to play.
Okay. So
It didn't really jump off again until Eddie Numbskull got involved and
in the early '90s.
Yeah, in the very early '90s.
Okay. So you start doing Tripmaster Monkey in '88.
Yeah,
88, 89.
88. Yeah.
Are you? And this is like more like funk and
Jane's Addiction-y.
Jane's Addiction-y.
Not really the funk side of Jane's Addiction.
Okay.
The weird.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So does that open up more opportunities? Like you're able to play like bars on Main Street or anything?
That was the idea, I
Like
think.
stepping outside of
You know,
punk, like does it open up more opportunities for playing?
Well, they played Who Sings and Papa's and Beer, stuff like that, like those types of bars.
I don't know.
bars.
I don't know what that is.
Like, who songs?
Those are both like Mexico
Yeah, exactly.
bars,
That's what
in
I
my
was
opinion.
thinking.
Yeah, there was one in Ventura Harbor
Okay.
that was doing shows there all the time. And
Okay.
stuff
Because
like
there's a
but of that type of
the
bar,
songs in Ensenada invented the margarita.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And they have the best margarita in the
And
world.
they have the railing on the outside.
Oh yeah.
yeah, there was one in Ventura
Okay.
in the harbor, and they would do these more rock oriented shows. They wouldn't do hardcore punk shows, but they would do this stuff. So they could get away with playing there.
Yeah. Yeah. So how are you feeling? Like, is it? I mean, you're playing bass, so it's got to be fun to be branching out a little bit, right?
It does.
Yeah. And you guys play a bunch of shows?
Well, okay. True Master Monkey. I left that band before they changed the name to True Master Monkey. They were still called DY, and I somehow ended up in Ventura, living in Ventura, kind of near the government center, and I kind of rekindled a friendship with Aaron Abel, and we started talking about making some music together. I had gone through an evolution of my bass playing, I guess, and was playing more funk and hip hop and whatever. I hooked up with Aaron, and eventually he introduced me to David Levine and Richard Gooden, and they had a group together already called the Hyman Blasters, and
Sick
stepped
name.
in with that. Yeah, it's cool.
That's a terrible name.
It's the worst name.
It's a fucking terrible name.
So I jammed with those guys for a little while.
So you start with them in '90. So let's try to talk about.
No, it's still 1989.
Okay, so let's talk about Oxnard in '89. Is there anywhere to play?
No,
Okay,
just parties.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
'89
like I
is the
said,
straight parties.
Except
Cool.
those few one-off
There's
shows.
there's no
One-off Eddie
venues.
shows, which is at
El Tapatio or
at
El
El
Fiesta.
Tapatio. Okay, at El Tapatio and El Fiesta, Eddie does a couple shows in 1989.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then you're rock and roll with the Hyman Blasters, and you're on the demo.
Yeah. I played down, recorded demo with those guys, and on actually on New Year's Eve, 1990, Aaron Abel and I are recruited by a couple of guys from the Valley to play in a band called Coup d'Etat. And
This is 89 going into 90 or 90 going into 91?
This is 89 going into 90, that
Okay.
New Year's Eve. So
Okay.
1990.
Okay. And you're recruited by the dudes in Coup d'Etat.
I messed my dates up.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's fine.
It's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, like by a year, dude.
Well, that's why we're asking.
And so-
We don't have to
and
mention
so
this
at that-
paper.
We Aaron and I move out there to the Valley, to San Fernando Valley, and
What town are you in?
right up. What's that?
What town are you in?
Calabasas.
Okay.
Okay.
In Calabasas.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
But
Will Smith too.
how it is in the Valley, the other guys in the band are spread out all over the Valley: North Hollywood, Northridge, Canoga Park. That's how it is out there.
I did my time in North Hollywood.
Yeah, me too. A long time. So Aaron and I jam with these guys. We do a 2-song demo, do a few parties, and then a freaking sold out whiskey show that we headlined. Crazy.
Shit.
Yeah. So it blows up off the bat.
Yeah, we're the guys that we hooked up with. They're hustlers, man. Don Calhoun, one of them, and Jason Acosta was the other guitar player.
Yeah.
They just knew what they were doing as far as going promoting shows and getting where to go flyer, where to go.
And this is kind of the start
Find
of like
people that might come see you play in a big city like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different than flyering here at home.
Right. Right.
So.
Well, and the sound you guys are playing, or like it's just very of the time.
Like
it's the start of
funk and hip-hop,
start of rap rock.
yeah,
right?
basically.
Yeah.
So that's like hot shit.
Right at the very beginning. There's no rage yet. There's no body count yet.
Yeah, it's almost a little too early.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all.
What was influencing you guys to play this style of music? Or
me personally, I'm still listening to a lot of Bad Brains. I don't know how I derive hip hop from the Bad Brains, but it's just something that I don't know. It's always been there.
It's an easy connection. I
absolutely.
think.
Yeah.
I think that in my late teens, I started to take a turn as far as my approach to playing the bass. I stopped playing with a pick when I was like 15 or 16. Started playing with my fingers. I heard my first Chili Peppers album sometime in, I don't know, 87, something like that. And, I started playing on my thumb.
Yeah.
And it just had evolution in where I was playing. I can already knew music theory. I could already read. And I just started to have a more, took the instrument more serious, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by taking your instrument more serious, maybe you're taking what you're writing with it more serious. And I don't know, maybe there was a moment there where I think it's like, okay, I could make some money doing this. I could. There might be an opportunity here. And so with Coup d'etat, in the very beginning, that's kind of how it was. It's like that we're doing something brand new and something that people might like. That people might be into. This is a departure from playing what I know everybody's going to like, playing punk and hardcore,
Well, it's so early in this music, it is a risk.
Yeah.
Playing that rap rock so early. I mean, it's not an established style yet. If you're saying it's before Rage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, probably only the Anthrax song. The Anthrax.
Oh, Bring the Noise?
Bring the Noise is probably the only thing that,
Yeah.
Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Run DMC and Aerosmith, Walk This Way. But there's a couple of instances. What about Blondie? Rapture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? What about motherfucking Stalin trying to do it right?
Yeah, or Men in Blue?
People.
Youth Brigade song?
Yeah, Youth Brigade, Men in Blue. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's little hints of it there.
It's that song, 7-second song, Prejudice. Kind of hip hop part of that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people try to cross it over for a long time. I don't necessarily think that any of that influenced me. Like this is, hip hop and metal need to cross over, but it just seemed natural progression for me. That's all.
Yeah. So do you stay big? Are you still like all your shows are like that at the Whiskey?
While I was doing the Coup d'etat thing, I still was playing with Pika. But we had a little group with an old Wanimi, South Oxnard, metal band called Menace, Bold Decree. And Pika and I hooked up with a couple of those guys from that band, and we had like a full speed metal funk rap band called the Coaster Junkies, the Roller Coaster Junkies. And we rocked this for a while, and this was the nexus for a band that called Top Festival.
Okay.
That was another band that Pika and I played in together. Was very ska, funk, Rasta, metal kind of shit.
You had horns.
Yeah, with horns.
Yes.
With horns.
Sick.
Yeah.
Or two. Yeah. Mario and Ray.
That would all come, on the side later on, but right off the bat, I was still trying to cross over, metal and hip hop and trying to, get my Oxnard friends involved, because like this is where it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coup d'etat, yeah. So
coup d'etat turns into Solon in 93-ish. And why
94? Yeah, 93, 94.
Why the name change? Because coup d'etat, especially the way you guys sell it,
Yeah.
or the way you spell it, is sick.
Yeah, it's fucking tight.
Yeah. So I guess okay. So coup d'etat. We released a record called Coup d'etat Uncensored on our own. We formed our own label, Radical Records. God, I feel like I'm speeding through all this, man. Guys, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
So we put that record out. We go through a couple of different singers. Eventually, we land on a singer named John Diaz, and we make a demo like a week before the Northridge earthquake.
Shit.
5 days after the Northridge earthquake, we get a call from Germany. These guys want to sign us. They want to put us on, and it's a label that's owned by the Philip Morris Corporation called Marlboro Records.
Yeah.
Right. EDEL was the distribution company. That was like the main German company. But they gave us like a super, super sweet development deal. They gave us the money to record a record and then gave us the record. Like, gave us the right, gave us the actual tape.
Sick.
So it's basically just a licensing deal for the record, right? And so the deal was initially with Germany, Austria, Switzerland, gas, that territory, and eventually expanded to Europe. And we ended up having to change the name. There was a band operating in Germany at the time called Coup d'etat. So we had to swap the name out. So I don't remember exactly how we landed on Solon, but
That's how you felt when you had to give up that rad name.
kind of bummed, it was a band where, Aaron was in the band in the beginning, but in the end, we hired a guy named Walter who like works for Bill Ward and shit, like super like high power drum tech motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had this, I don't know, a professional experience as a musician in the 90s, early 90s, where people joined the band and then were fired from the band, and record companies got involved and tried to steal from us, and it's just a surreal experience, only to really end up like nowhere, in a just making music, where we're, I don't know.
Yeah. So when's the first time that they bring you to Europe?
That would have to be 95.
Okay.
94, 95. Yeah.
Where do you fly into?
Hamburg, Germany.
Okay, so you hit Germany right away, and do you Are you able to like play 10 shows in Germany? Are you all over the place?
So the first time they brought us over, we had a song that was hitting on the radio called "Mr. Mister" about homeless people.
Okay.
So we arrived in Germany with a tour already booked. We're with Downset.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
And another was the other Shooties Groove from New York City.
Okay.
Was the other support, and I think it was like a 4-week tour. It was sick. Downset was. I think it's like their first record. Their very first record had just come out.
Are they headlining or are you headlining?
They're headlining.
Okay. So you do Germany, and where else do you go?
Germany, Austria, Switzerland, a little bit of France, a little bit of Belgium.
Are the crowds all similar, or are they different?
Yeah, they're identical everywhere we go. It's Downset's crowd.
Okay. And
which it's Downset's crowd, which was Biohazard's crowd, by the way.
yeah. And are those people feeling you?
Yeah, they're digging us, and we have a song on the radio. Nobody else does.
Sure.
Downset, they don't have the same kind of local support that we had.
Sure.
So,
and these
a
places
few months later,
are these clubs, or are you playing
they're
squats?
clubs.
Or are you playing...
They're clubs, halls like the size of Ventura Theater.
Okay.
For the most part,
and pretty packed, like Ventura Theater.
They're all packed.
Size. Okay.
Sold out.
Cool.
Downset was killing it that tour. They were selling out every show.
Okay.
Selling out their T-shirt table. They were doing good. They were doing real good.
Yeah, and
we were too.
Are you able to?
Yeah,
You come back from that tour with money in your pocket?
No, that's not the way it works on that level.
Yeah.
No.
The exposure was there though.
Yeah, that you're when you're signed to a label like that. Eventually, someone got picked up by Virgin Atlantic, and EXP was the name of the label. And when you're operating on that level, you're not making money really on the road. You're just trying to promote the record.
Yeah, it's totally opposite of what it is now.
Yeah, I know. Your first time out, that's what you're doing. You're sucking it up, spending money and not really making a lot.
Okay, so how about the second time you go out?
So the second time we go out, we're headlining.
With who?
Thumb.
Okay, so the first time is 95. Or do you go out again in 95, or you think it's 96?
It's probably 95 again.
Okay. And what are the venues like this time?
The same place. It was the same, pretty much the same promoters. Blue Star Productions.
Okay, so you do the same circuit?
Pretty much the same exact circuit.
Okay, and how are you guys doing as headliners?
We're doing, we're selling out shows. Our support, Thumb, they're fantastic as well.
Victory.
Do you know who they are, Thumb? That's Klaus Grabke.
I have no idea who they are.
They were on Victory.
Who?
Victory was
Thumb?
Thumb.
Yeah, they had one record on Victory. It's Klaus Grabke, who was a 80s skater.
Okay.
And they were
Santa Cruz skater.
German. They're all German guys.
Okay.
And they're whatever. But
hip hop metal group.
Crazy.
They're really good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's fun touring with those
Victory
guys
might have
because
just had the U.S. distribution, possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's fun because they're like locals. So everywhere we go with them, they know what to do. They know where they're fans pretty much.
They know where the RLD is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's cool. All right. So, how many times do you go to Europe in total?
It have to be 5 times.
Fuck.
That's awesome. That's a great run.
Yeah.
Taking it all the way up until you end in 97?
Yeah, 96, come home. The band kind of fell apart. That's a convoluted story. But I ended up back in Los Angeles and hooked back up with Pika again.
Cool.
And I'm kind of doing the train thing between North Hollywood and Fort Hueneme on the weekends, living and working out in the San Fernando Valley. And Pika and myself and Tim Antonio, guitar player from FAY, put a group together, and we call ourselves Boilerman.
Sick band.
Yeah, we play around for a little bit. Eventually recruited another vocalist, Tom Angulo, another Hueneme guy. We recorded a self-titled record in 1999. Put that out, sold, I don't know, 400 or 500 copies of that. We were pressing those on our own. We were duplicating those by ourselves, like 12 at a time. Like the singer Tom had
What are you doing on Friday night?
making
my CDs,
man.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I'm folding J cards. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, folding J cards, man. What you think? Yeah, that's cool.
That's sick.
Yeah. And then sometime around, I don't know, 2000, kind of hung it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
Cool. Yeah, that was a good run down the Rivas Lane.
Very successful run, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, going to Europe 5 times is so impressive. You know? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And a single on Marlboro Records. Which
I had no fucking idea.
it's on my Discogs alerts. So when one pops up on the internet, I get an email.
Zach wants to get that picture disc, Davi. That's what he's trying for.
Yeah. Well, I got my alert set up. It'll pop up. You know, everything I'm tracking down, I'll get at one point. It's all about the hunt.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's a couple stolen picture discs out there.
Yeah, they're promo. I'll get them eventually. Like I said, the hunt is fun.
Yeah, dude.
It was fun when Joe sent through this list of stuff. It was like, you know, I have to look everything up, and it's like, oh shit, there's like a couple promos out there on vinyl. It's like I gotta find them.
Do you have all this stuff, Davi?
Yeah, I've got everything. I got it all.
Yeah, but I don't want yours.
Well, I'm just curious.
Not unless you have doubles. If you have doubles, I would love them, but don't give me your personal
doubles.
stuff.
I got a lot of old VHS tape video.
Yeah.
Of Europe and America.
Yeah.
Coup d'etat, you know, the band Coup d'etat. Fuck, man. You know, we played out. I was playing like twice a week between like 90 and 94 before we left for Europe. I was playing 2 or 3 times a week. We were a fucking busy ass band. We were playing all the time. We were demoing all the time. We were in the studio all the time. It was busy time. Yeah.
Sick.
Lots of demos out there. Just that a lot of bands went through that, you know, where they, you know, you get an idea there that, you know, this style of music is going to hit right now, or this song in particular is going to hit right now, and you put everything behind it, and sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know. But Coup d'etat, you know, they as a group we stuck with it, and eventually, you know, hey, we got someone interested.
Yeah.
You know?
That's sick,
Okay.
dude.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, you got anything else for Davi?
I don't know, Davi. You want to talk about anything else?
Oh, it's getting kind of late, boys. You know,
Okay.
Time to pack it in.
It is.
you got four.
It
You
is
got Forrest
10:12.
to call, so
Yeah, we
right?
still got 40
We're
to
gonna call Forrest, and we're gonna call.
Pika, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't talking to Piki yet?
Nope. Yeah, we got delayed. So
Some go long, some go short, and it all evens out, man.
yeah,
But we'll get Pika and Forrest. It'll be fun.
yeah.
Cool.
But
All right.
so glad to have you on here, Davi.
Yeah, dude.
Right on. Thank you for having me on.
What's that?
Never mind.
Say it, Joe.
Patreon.
Oh, what about the Patreon?
He's one of them.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
Davi.
What?
Thanks so much for the Patreon, by the way.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I am. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're doing a great job. I think that what you're doing here, collecting these oral histories, it's important, Zach.
Yeah.
On the real.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
And I
Keep it
owe you an Omega Point shirt.
Yeah, I'll get it.
I gotta get that shit for you.
Hey, he didn't forget, fool. Better watch your back.
Pull you off a cliff or something.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, we gotta climb, dude.
Yeah, or go paddle.
So down,
Flat
dude.
right now.
So down.
All right.
All right, Davi. Thanks
All
so
right, Davi.
much.
Thanks, man.
Thank
All
you.
right. Good night, guys.
We'll
Good
see
night.
ya.
Right.
Alrighty. Let's you want to do Pika or Forrest? Is Pika off work yet?
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's you want to call Forrest first?
Let's go. Yeah, Forrest.
All right. Let's pull this up.
Forrest Lorenzana.
The man who never heard a Dag Nasty record that he didn't love. Forrest.
Or at least a Brian Baker riff.
Yeah. Well, what about does he ride for Junkyard?
Brian? Yeah.
No. Does Forrest?
Oh, does
love
he back
Junkyard?
Junkyard? I don't know. Let's ask him.
All right. Well, we'll start it off with
question,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The phone's not charging anymore. I gotta keep. Maybe this has to be
Worn
on.
out, dude.
I think that this is fine.
Hi.
Real good.
Hey, Forrest. This is Zach. We got Stu, and we also have the legend Joe Rivas.
I've got nothing to do with this legend thing.
Yeah.
So how's everybody doing this evening?
Forrest is
We're
the
doing
legend.
great.
We're chilling.
Do you have a favorite Junkyard song?
No, I do not.
Because the legend Joe Rivas said that you like every Brian Baker project, and I said, what about Junkyard?
Yeah, I'm not a big Junkyard fan.
So we'll just skip one, you know? Everyone has a clunker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it was great for what it was. Just I'm not a big metal guy, you know.
I don't even know if it was great for that.
Yeah, you are. I seen your hair in the 80s.
I know, but the thing is, I grew my hair long because Brian Baker got long hair.
Right. Join Junkyard.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Forrest had this, what was the BC Rich? What was it? Warlock.
Oh my God.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had
but
a
it's-
Warlock?
it's-
Dude.
Oh yeah, I had a Warlock, dude. That thing is
So
I swear it was one of the worst fucking guitars ever made. Man, that thing was a piece of shit. But I thought it looked cool, and it didn't.
Well, I think that, you know, in a 80s punk rock riot, if you're being, if the crowd is coming at you, a Warlock might be handy to have.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny. I remember when I first met Rob Calvert, because Pika brought him over. It was right before BSOD. And Rob saw the BC Rich and was like, we need to get this guy in the band.
Yes. See, it had a purpose, dude.
yeah. I don't think he even fucking heard me play. It's just like, he's like, yeah, that thing's rad.
You
And
didn't.
it
You
wasn't.
didn't even have to gore a Krusty with it. So, all right. So, Forrest, your first punk rock band is 84ish, and it's called Unexpected. Is that correct?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, okay, quick story behind that. I do see that as like a very important band, but it wasn't really a band.
Okay.
We had like maybe 3 songs, and we try and get the kids to come over after school to watch us, and they did. And at first it was like cool, and then after a while they're like, "Yeah, we've heard those 3 songs." I was like, "Well, no, it's tight now. You know, we're just way better."
They're like,
But,
you better
like,
write a 4th song, or we're not coming back, fool.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, we never played anywhere. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And but it was Floyd McKenzie and Pika Mayava and myself, and it kind of lit a fire because none of us ever stopped after that. You know what I mean? Like that was it. like it kind of lit a fire under us to where we fucking, there was just a love for it from that fucking day on.
Yeah, and you're what age in 1984?
Actually, when we started, I was like 11 going on 12, I believe.
Oh shit!
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
and are you already listening to punk?
Yes. Yeah. See, I lucked out because, like, I think that, like, when I was a little kid, because I have an older cousin, Eric,
Okay.
and then Floyd was down the street, and he had 2 older brothers. So I remember, like, as a little kid, man, you start, like, you get these mixtapes from people
Yeah.
that, you know, I was listening to, like, you know, the Dickies and the Ramones and, like, fucking, like, all this shit. And it was so funny, like, because back then, especially because I lied about my age all the time because I was younger than everyone else. I was always younger.
Okay.
Every band I was in, like, I was always the youngest kid in it. But I didn't want to look like a fucking poser, right? So I knew, like, every word to every fucking song, but I could never ask anybody, well, yeah, but who is that? Oh, you don't fucking know who that is? It's fucking Black Flag or whatever, right?
Right, because you know every song off a mixtape and it's not labeled right.
Yeah. There's like
so
no
awesome.
writing on it. No fucking writing.
So
I remember one time, like, I'm at a fucking party and I hear the song fucking playing. I'm like, I know every fucking word of the song. And I'm like hovering my head over the record player. And I'm sure my head was going in little circles trying to read the left label. I'm just like, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love Wasted Youth. I fucking love Wasted Youth. But there is still to this day, I think just a few years ago, because there's a song that I knew every fucking word to as a kid that I recently found out who fucking did it. And there's this song, I think it was Yogi Bear by Stukas Over Bedrock. Mm-hmm. And I knew every fucking word to that song. I remember I was singing it one time, and my friend Tony Franco was like, oh, fuck yeah, Stukas Over Bedrock. I was like, I'm like, I had no fucking idea.
Yeah. That's so awesome. So so that band, of all that stuff, did anything stand out to you more than anything else? Did you start to have a favorite? Because you haven't shied away from having like favorites like in your life, right? Everyone knows how much you love Dag Nasty. Is there like an early band that stood out to you more than another one?
What do you mean, like within Oxnard or
No,
just like,
no, within punk in general.
Within punk in general?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because it's funny. Like, I mean, there's so many fucking bands I grew up listening to, and it's funny because there's some of them that I've gone back and listened to later and been like, oh shit, they really weren't that good. You know, like fucking like dude, fucking when I was a kid, I fucking loved Gangrene. Come back and listen to it, like, yeah, that's something. You know, but
you're wrong if you're knocking Gangrene. those early tracks, like they're the stuff that got re-released, like their demos. That's like the fastest, best stuff. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
and then another what is it? Another Wasted Year? Yeah, LP. Oh,
yeah.
So good.
But it's funny, like it's like I still to this day, like there's so many fucking bands, like some like, you know, it's weird because I grew up in the Nardcore scene. I grew up with and some of my favorite bands in the world are Oxnard bands, but I also grew up very much loving DC stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can
you
you
know
not?
Yeah. But I mean, but you know, some of the like fucking Embrace was fucking great.
Oh,
you know, there's like a
it's undeniable.
Zach's
favorite hardcore band.
It's a great record. It's just not a hardcore record. Jesus.
There's something else going on in Forest.
Yeah. There's like I don't know, but there's a lot of bands that fucking still. I don't know, but the thing is, there's also a lot of bands that I listened to when I was younger that I didn't get. That when I got older, I was like, oh fuck, that was fucking rad. Why wasn't I fucking not paying attention to that? You know what I mean?
I like Pink Floyd now too.
Well, no, it's funny. Like when I was a kid, there was so much like fucking, you know, you didn't want to fucking listen to new wave, and then you start listening to shit when you get a little old. Not only for the nostalgia of it, but some of it you're like, fuck, that's actually really fucking good. I mean, musically, you know.
Yeah, Lord of the New Church, dude. Is that new wave? Is that considered new wave?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the dude after Dead Boys. I always thought he died And then I found out he was like in a band like that, and it was like, holy shit, it's fucking good. And then Poison Idea covers it, and it's even better.
Oh, shit.
It's like fucking amazing.
I'm not
Anyway,
familiar.
Forrest, so if you're doing a band in '84, you're 11 years old. Are you able to go out and see? Like, are you allowed to go to shows?
It's so funny. Like Floyd McKenzie, he lived down the street from me, and he had kind of like the familial thing was like not. He could pretty much do anything he fucking wanted, which
Sure.
which I remember is funny as a kid. Thinking, oh, fucking Floyd is so lucky because his mom doesn't fucking care. And then you get a little bit older and be like, fucking poor Floyd, his mom didn't fucking care. But he lived right down the street. So as a kid, I can just be like, hey, Mom, I'm staying the night at Floyd's house. And she'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And we just fucking skate to Oxnard Community Center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or fucking the Skate Palace or wherever fucking show was going on. You know,
Right.
So I would kind of, Floyd was my chaperone, I guess you could say, for a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
But,
So you're able to see all the big four Nardcore bands in '84 in their prime?
yes, yeah. As a matter of fact, I think that one of my first community center shows was around '84, and it was. God, I don't remember the exact lineup. I know the fucking Adolescents headline. I want to say there's like Social Distortion and Bad Religion, but I think Dr. No and RKL were on the bill. It was like this big fucking show. And, but no, I got to see shit, Aggression at a backyard party. It was at Lynette Higgins' birthday party or something like that.
So where would that have been? What part of town?